Hello, people. It's Poet, and we're back in the dinosaur world. Where was I? Okay, so I've sort of been loitering around in front of the Builder HQ here, and I haven't plundered anything from there yet. What I was thinking of doing today is tearing down this Sifter Building and maybe even the little wash plant over there. Finding a new situation for them would be great, I think. And building it more in the style of this building, more or less, would be also pretty great. So, pretty simple concept. You just do concrete in whatever design you choose, and then you sort of cap it off with more concrete, rather than the wood and these. Are these concrete or terracotta? Well, whatever. Now I'm curious. Terracotta. Rather than the terracotta in this style, which kind of more or less matches this style, which I don't really care for. This building's better, but still not great. Essentially, all of the buildings in this entire area, at some point, need to be torn down and rebuilt to whatever specification I see fit. Okay, so number 2 thing I wanted to mention is that I am feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm actually on the mend, as they say. I'm feeling better. It's not like I think it's just a flu, seasonal flu. I've done COVID tests and stuff, and it's all negative, so don't worry about me. Where am I going? I'm going to go to the park. All tests are negative, so that's great, and I can breathe fine. It's just I got a little bit of it feels like a cold. Like my nose is plugged, and it probably makes me sound less than ideal. But I'm okay. I'm better today, certainly, than I was like last week. I probably couldn't have... oh man, that's almost dead. I probably couldn't have recorded. I would have been like sniffling and blowing my nose every 2 minutes. Wow, I got so many diamonds? Okay. I will use them. I'm going to... And I know, like in the very, very last video, I was grabbing materials for what reason, right? I can't ever focus, and that's the reason that nothing gets built here. My goal was going to be to start working on the swampy park area. But then as I was loitering around there, I realized like that is an older project, the one in the lab area. An older project, and yet so much more not done. That is true. It's an older project and it's still not done, and I want to get it done. I got my axe, which is what I needed for the wood portions that I'm going to cut down. Whee! There we go. Come on, go to the lab. There we go. What else? It's been a pain in the butt, I have to admit. Doing the editing of videos, and like I know, like I'm on a new computer now, and that's not the problem. The problem is more related to the... So I have 3 computers now, right? One is my old one that I've had since like 2011. One is one that I got in like 2013 or so. Or maybe the other one isn't from 2011. It's a little bit older even than that. Like maybe, I don't know. There are probably people younger than that computer watching this video right now. Who knows? I can't tell you how old it is, but it's fairly old. It's pretty outdated. And it's what I'm using pretty much exclusively for my rendering. So as I was describing in the last video, the way that you do YouTube videos, the way I do YouTube videos, is that I record a video, right? Goes into a folder. From that folder, I drag that footage onto another computer on my network. I can go onto that computer using remote desktop type of thing. I edit the footage there, hit render. It compiles it with all the editing. So like you'll see like the intro is added. Maybe the audio levels are balanced a little bit better. You know, edit a video. I don't need to describe what that is. And then from there, I also upload it to YouTube. And the main reason, well, back in the day when I started this system, keep in mind, like, I don't know how many videos I was pumping out per day, but let's say, like, in my heyday, what am I gonna do with all this? I'll take those, that's for sure. I'll take the carrots, replenish. I guess I'll take that too. The rest, I could almost just bury that. This is on a little bit of a hill, but I could almost bury it. Anyway, in my heyday, is my inventory is so full right now. Let's get rid of something here. Stuff that I don't really need. Wool, this terracotta that I just tore up, the hoppers, a piston, that. I'll keep that on me just so I don't forget about it. This lever, string I always need, so I'm going to keep that actually. Okay. Cyan, terracotta, packed ice. Okay, we're good. I think I'm going to keep the rest for now. But anyway, my heyday, I can't finish the sentence. In my heyday, I used to pump out between 3 to 5 videos almost every day. Like every day, can you imagine? Now it's down to like 1 every couple weeks. But in my heyday, it was a lot. And it was so much that if I wanted to like render, when you're rendering, your computer is howling. It's using up all of its resources. All of them. No wiggle room. And so I can't, like, I was working at some point as well during that, and also I wanted to play games, you know, just in general, browse the internet, whatever people do on a computer, and I just couldn't. So I needed another computer so that it could take the whole load of everything going on, and then I could still do everything on my computer the way that I normally do. It's less important nowadays. Technology's gotten better. My video card's better. My CPU is better. My hard drive is way, way, way better. So it gets to the point where it's not as necessary to do it, but I just still do it, you know. I just still do it because it's just the way that it's the workflow that I'm used to and that I've had for so long. I'm doing it. So the plan was, when I got my new computer, I was going to turn my previous gaming PC into the render computer, and then the render computer I would essentially, it has no purpose. I might donate it. I might, you know, take parts apart. I don't know what I have no plans for it, I'll be honest. But regardless, I didn't have a use for it. That was the plan, that I was going to replace it. So what happened is, and they're using the same operating system. Everything should be the same. But what I found is, when I go to use my previous gaming PC, so the one I just replaced, for whatever reason, it just does not work. It can't load the video rendering software that I've got. I use DaVinci Resolve, rather than like Adobe Premiere. DaVinci Resolve is free, and that's one major benefit, I would say. But also, it's actually pretty good. It's actually, I've learned to really love it. It does everything that I need it to do. It's fast, it's free. What else can I say? But it doesn't, my old PC for some reason just does not run it. And I don't know really the reason why. And not only does it not run it, but the remote desktop that I also use to access it, because I don't have like 30 monitors and keyboards and everything in my office. I need the remote desktop thing. That fails too. Like it keeps freezing, locking up. It's the same operating system as my old PC. But somehow something is different. And I even went so far, I backed up everything. I got all my old files that I wanted to keep. I was sort of doing it already because I was bringing it to my new computer. But I got all my old files and backed them up and completely deleted everything. I didn't just destroy that, did I? What? Oh, okay. Fossil grinder is safe. I thought it just got destroyed like a piece of glass. Man, that would have been scary. I didn't see it bounce. I got so scared. I don't remember how to build that stupid thing. I probably have another one or two in the in that other lab building. But still, I probably have one or two, not in that lab building, but in the other lab. What do you call it? In that other visitor center thing. Oh boy, what do I do with these? I'll just leave this there for now. I'm going to throw some of these other blocks in here for now. Actually, I'm going to store these two right in here. Just keep this all together right now as like a build kit. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then take that. Got little crafting tables everywhere. There were like 3 within like 5 feet of each other right here. 1, 2, and then there was 3. And then there was one down there. Okay, where? Like ideally I want to build it in a similar place, sort of with access to all of this, but like if I'm looking at this as, and look at this. I said in the last video that the yellow was a little bit much, and look at that. It's been transformed. Or was it like that last time? I don't remember. Either way. Was this even spruce before? I don't know. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. We'll have to move the powered rails by a block just so that the switches aren't in the way. Although there's a switch. Oh, I see. Well, that could work too. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's actually pretty good. This system with the stair blocks, I like that. This is not bad either, but I think I prefer the stair block. Just personal preference. Either is good though, honestly. Whichever the builder decides. I don't really remember where I was at now. I've completely lost my bookmark. But I'm going to have to find a place to put this. If I'm looking at this train track thing, I kind of want to... I want it more centered. I don't want it, obviously, like the train track to run directly through it. But I would love it to be like if you get off the station, say there's like a mini train station that like a platform here. You get off the platform and you can just walk a few feet and get to that new lab, which would be like right here-ish. Right? So, right here, more or less. The problem is, as you can probably see, I need to do quite a bit of terraforming here. Like, I need way more dirt than I packed with me. But I'll just start. I'll start filling this in, see how far we get. Anyway, it's been a real struggle because what I end up having to do with my old PC, well, that's what I have to do. I have to essentially log in, turn on my old PC, which, remember, like, it has essentially nothing on it. It's slow, it's old. I have to log back into that and use that when I have, like, a computer that is at least several years newer than it, has a way better CPU, way better graphic card, way better hard drive. Even though it is my old PC that I'm replacing, it's way better than the rendering computer that I had before. Like, way better. So it's disappointing that I can't use it yet, and I just have not had the time recently to just sit down. I gotta probably hook up a monitor to it and a keyboard or something, and just like get inside of it and figure out what setting is blocking everything from working correctly. I don't know what that is yet, but it's really annoying. I have this perfectly great computer and can't use it, and yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So it's annoying that I have to still use my old computer, but it is working. I got at least one video out with that, and that's the whoops. I just picked the same place. That's why I'm not paying attention. I got one video out with it. That was my I'm back video. So that worked out. It worked out. Now I'm trying actually a different video encoder. Hopefully it looks good. I don't know how YouTube will process it. Maybe YouTube will just tear it apart and it'll look pretty bad. But I'm using a new video encoder with my new graphic card. Hopefully it looks good to you guys. Probably can't tell any difference. I honestly can't tell any difference, but it is supposedly better. There we go. That's terraformed enough, I think. And I can actually even take my shovel here and sort of chisel this out a little bit. Give us just a little bit more room here. There we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too carried away. I'll take this whole thing out, which honestly maybe isn't a bad idea. If I go from here and just chisel this out a little bit. I'm gonna uncover some of the blocks that I just covered though, including this chest. How do I deal with this chest now? There, if I chisel that out, how's that looking? It's alright. It's okay. Let's clean this up. There we go. And new park, new you. This chest, there. It's fixed. I fixed it. Okay. And then this tree's got to come down. Unfortunately, I know that it's a special tree of some kind. It's a Ceronius log. Pterodactyl. All right. Will these leaves decay? Sometimes they don't. Okay, they are. Sometimes they don't in modded trees, so I was just watching. So that's good. And now maybe a little bit of a chisel this way. Pig. What's up? This is my home. Don't do it. Stop doing it. Whatever. uh, does that sun look like it's moving faster than usual to you? I don't know. It's been I've been playing Minecraft for like, it's going to be 20 years and I still have no clue how things work. There we go. This is a pretty good clearing now, I think. I'm going to have to place back some of these torches that I took, though. Just so that it's not a nightmare here. Let's do that. There we go. That should be better. So, the plan is, I don't necessarily want it to be, like, if I look at a building like this, it's got round sections, it's got straight sections. It doesn't have, like, it's got a style to it. And I'm sure that if I went to, like, the top of this and stood and looked over top of it, or even with the helicopter, which I think is still parked over there, if I looked at it from above, I would see that it has sort of like a base design. And it's sort of like a round base entryway type of thing. I want to skip the base entryway type of thing, and I just want to go straight to like having like the office space. So the idea is, I don't know what, if I use dirt, that might be hard to see. Here, let me put away some of this dirt. What's the fastest way to that storage area? I think it's this way. What's through here? No. Is it maybe through here? Yeah, here we go. So let me put away dirt. Here we go. Oh. Oh. There's another dirt chest. Wow. There's so much dirt. Is there a trash bin somewhere here? Like a place I can just spit out the material? Because if there's that much dirt in there, then I don't even really need to save this. Honestly, I'll just throw it back here somewhere. There. What are you? Dipteris. Nice looking plant. And then I'm gonna just build it out with let's see, do we have, these are the cements? No, these are wool. Are these? Dye collection. Wah, wah. Dye collection. What are you? Boxes of things. Weird. JFC to go box. Potatoes. Escapee dino box. Okay. What am I looking for? Like, these are terracotta, right? I want to make some concrete, ultimately, but just for planning purposes, because that's all I really need to do right now. Is plan things out. I'm going to use this red terracotta. And I know I just had some red terracotta, but not enough. Well, maybe, no, not enough. Not enough. So this is going to be a bigger building than it was before. It's going to be a Sifter Building. It's going to be, so the back of the building will have to be sort of like there. Get out of the way. And then it could maybe come back this way. At best, it could come back this way. Oops, maybe too far. To here. And then it can come this way. I don't know. Now I doubt everything. It could go this far, I think. Like to there. Well, let's make it a rectangle first of all. That might help us. Get out of my face. All right. It's a rectangle. Oh, my cold is catching up with me. I might need to blow my nose soon. Is this a rectangle? Not really. What is this? I can get rid of that for now. Let's just pretend that that's not there. But if this is a rectangle, this would be the size, like the footprint, so to speak, of the building. And it is bigger than it was before. And then the way that we shape it, so we would have like rounded corners. So I don't know how round we want them, but essentially like that. Okay. And then you do the same thing over here. Something like that, and then doorway, boom. And then the back corners could even remain straight, you know. It might actually be kind of cool if I break through, so this is the back, this is the direct middle of the back. If I break through and then have strangely like an outbuilding here. And in this outbuilding, I don't know what we'd put here, but you could have like another tower that sort of matches this whole thing. And then it could have a separate purpose for, I don't know, maybe storing some of the stuff that we find in the sifters, or like sand storage, you know, something like that. And you could pile up some sand here. You could have some chests filled with sand. That might be an idea. So I'll think about that. I don't know that it needs to be, so it's off center, obviously. I don't know that it needs to be completely centered, but it could be. And then what we do with this building is it would go up at least this much. And I'm not going to keep it terracotta, so I'm going to kind of stop building there, but at least like that. And then similar to that style, I would cap it off with like white concrete on the top, outside of it. So, and then have like white concrete pillars, and then windows. So you'd come into here, and probably there would be a stairway up, so that you can be on the top floor. This would be the base, or maybe even an elevator type of thing. And then, yeah, that's the idea. That's the concept. So now it's a matter of getting... Oh, here you go. It's a matter of getting some concrete, which I didn't see any in the Builder HQ. It's just a matter of, I guess, making some. But we can do that. And maybe that'll be next time, or we'll see what we do next time. I do also want to, as well as building this, I really do want to focus on that swampy park, because there are creatures in there. There's at least 2 creatures in there. It's their home, and it's unfinished, right? So let's give them a nice little home before I start selfishly building a sifter room, which, to be fair, I don't sift a whole lot in this game. You know, there's not a lot to sift through. So, you know, balance between the two building projects, I think, would be good. But with that, we're going to see you guys next time in the dinosaur world. Bye-bye.